The lights were bright, the music was loud, and the crowd was electric. It was a classic Donald Trump rally in Las Vegas, a city known for its own brand of spectacle. The energy in the room was palpable, with supporters waving signs and chanting slogans. The atmosphere was charged with anticipation as everyone waited for the main event to begin. But amidst the usual pronouncements on immigration and the economy, something unexpected happened. As Trump took the stage, he began to address the crowd with his characteristic bravado, touching on familiar themes that had become staples of his rallies. However, this time, there was a twist. Trump turned his attention to a specific demographic: Filipino Americans. This wasn't just a passing mention either. He spoke directly to them, acknowledging their contributions to American society. The crowd, a mix of diverse backgrounds, listened intently as he highlighted the unique qualities of the Filipino community. This wasn't just a passing mention either. He dove headfirst into praise for their culture, their work ethic, and even their fashion sense. He spoke about the vibrant Filipino festivals, the delicious cuisine, and the strong family values that are deeply ingrained in their culture. He dove headfirst into praise for their culture, their work ethic, and even their fashion sense. He mentioned the resilience and determination of Filipino workers, who have made significant contributions in various fields such as healthcare, technology, and the arts. He also touched on the rich history and traditions that Filipinos bring to the American cultural tapestry, and even their fashion sense. Trump noted the colorful and intricate designs of traditional Filipino clothing, and how it reflects the creativity and artistry of the Filipino people. He even shared a personal anecdote about his experience with Filipino cuisine, praising its flavors and variety. The crowd responded with cheers and applause, clearly appreciating the recognition and respect being shown to their community. It was a moment that stood out in the rally, a departure from the usual rhetoric, and it resonated deeply with the Filipino Americans in attendance. This unexpected focus on their community was a reminder of the diverse fabric that makes up the United States and the important role that each group plays in shaping the nation's identity. As the rally continued, the acknowledgement of the Filipino community lingered in the air, a testament to their enduring impact and presence in American society. "They're the greatest people, the hardest working," Trump declared, his voice booming across the arena. He wasn't done there. He went on to compliment the clothing of Filipino Americans, calling it the most beautiful clothing. He even hinted at the possibility of sporting some Filipino attire himself in the Oval Office. It was a moment of unexpected cultural appreciation from a man known for his often divisive rhetoric. This wasn't just a random act of cultural kindness, of course. The timing and location of Trump's comments were no accident. Nevada, a state with a significant Asian American and Pacific Islander (ANHPI) population, plays a crucial role in presidential elections, and within that ANHPI community, Filipino Americans represent a sizable voting bloc. Trump, never one to miss an opportunity, was clearly making a play for their support. But Trump's charm offensive on Filipino culture comes against a backdrop of hardline immigration policies. His administration has implemented stricter border control measures, tightened visa vetting processes, and cracked down on undocumented immigrants. These policies have caused anxiety and uncertainty within the Filipino American community, many of whom have family members and loved ones directly affected by these changes. Section 5. Marcos and Trump, a meeting of nations. Adding another layer of complexity to this situation is the planned meeting between Trump and Philippine President Marcos Jr. This meeting is not just a formality, it carries significant weight for both nations. The United States and the Philippines have a long history of diplomatic relations, but recent events have added tension to their interactions. Both leaders are under immense pressure to deliver results that will benefit their respective countries. The stakes are high, and the world is watching closely. The agenda? Immigration policy and its impact on Filipinos in the United States. This is a topic that has been a point of contention for years. The Filipino community in the U.S. is substantial, and any changes in immigration policy could have far-reaching consequences. Trump has been vocal about his stance on immigration, often taking a hardline approach. Marcos Jr., on the other hand, needs to ensure that the rights and welfare of his citizens abroad are protected. This is a balancing act that requires careful negotiation and diplomacy. This meeting is a delicate dance for both leaders. They must navigate a minefield of political sensitivities and public expectations. For Trump, This is an opportunity to reinforce his policies and show strength on the international stage. For Marcos Jr., it is a chance to advocate for his people and strengthen bilateral ties. The room is filled with tension as each leader tries to gauge the other's intentions and find common ground. Marcos needs to advocate for his people while navigating a relationship with a U.S. president known for his unpredictable nature. Trump's unpredictability adds an element of uncertainty to the proceedings. Marcos must be prepared for any outcome, whether it be a breakthrough in negotiations or a stalemate. The future of many Filipinos in the United States could hinge on the results of this meeting. Both leaders have much to gain, but also much to lose. The world waits with bated breath to see what will unfold. Section 6. Duterte's downfall, echoes in the archipelago. Looming in the background of this meeting is the shadow of former Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte. Duterte, often compared to Trump for his brash style and controversial policies, was recently arrested on an ICC warrant for crimes against humanity. This development adds a layer of tension to U.S.-Philippines relations, highlighting the complexities of diplomacy in a region grappling with human rights concerns. Section 7. The Pacific Chessboard, Philippines as a strategic pawn. Beyond domestic politics, the Philippines holds immense strategic importance for the U.S., particularly in the context of China's growing influence in the region. The South China Sea, a hotbed of territorial disputes, has become a focal point of this geopolitical tug-of-war. The Philippines, with its proximity to these contested waters, finds itself caught in the middle. Section 8. Wooing the Filipino vote, a calculated move? So, what are we to make of Trump's overtures to Filipino Americans? This question has been on the minds of many political analysts and voters alike. Trump's engagement with the Filipino American community has been both visible and strategic. From attending cultural events to making public statements that resonate with the community's values and concerns, Trump has made it clear that he sees Filipino Americans as an important part of his voter base. Is it genuine appreciation for their culture or a calculated move to secure a critical voting bloc? This is a question that doesn't have a straightforward answer. On one hand, Trump's actions could be seen as a genuine effort to connect with a community that has often felt overlooked in American politics. On the other hand, it's hard to ignore the timing and the context of these overtures, especially given the upcoming elections. The answer, like most things in politics, is likely a bit of both. Politics is rarely black and white, and Trump's approach to the Filipino-American community is no exception. While there may be elements of genuine outreach, it's also clear that these efforts are part of a broader strategy to win votes. This duality is a hallmark of political maneuvering, where actions are often driven by both personal conviction and electoral calculus. Trump is a master showman, adept at tailoring his message to different audiences. His ability to connect with diverse groups has been a key factor in his political success. By speaking directly to the concerns of Filipino Americans, Trump is not only acknowledging their importance but also positioning himself as a leader who understands and values their contributions to American society. This approach has the potential to resonate deeply with voters who feel seen and heard. But beneath the surface lies a complex web of policy and geopolitics that will have a real impact on the lives of Filipino Americans. Trump's relationship with the Philippines, including his interactions with leaders like Marcos Jr. and Duterte, adds another layer of complexity to this narrative. Issues such as the Typhoon missile system and the South China Sea disputes are not just abstract geopolitical concerns, they have tangible effects on the Filipino American community. Understanding these dynamics is crucial for voters as they navigate the political landscape. Section 9. Conclusion. Uncertain waters ahead. As Trump continues his campaign, his relationship with the Filipino-American community will be one to watch. Will his praise for their culture translate into policy changes that address their concerns? Or will his hardline immigration stance alienate this crucial voting bloc? Only time will tell how this delicate dance between culture, politics, and international relations will play out.